morning. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired, boss. Hey, man. Just trading the stock market. Good morning, everyone. Some red on the board. I mean, that's what I'm rooting for. My Bitcoin short's now in the money. Should have maybe kept my NASDAQ short on and be coming back. I mean, I'm not going to touch it here. Anything, I would think it might reverse. Might. Maybe. Or maybe it just is. Unlike me, Kevin, I'm not going to tell you to watch the first 5 minutes and make a decision. Anything, I would look to, when it's down big before it opens, I would be looking to maybe a scalp. About 20 minutes in, scalp it long. Will it hold? Maybe not. It could just be a relief long, bro. But that's how I look at it. Uh-oh. All right. We live on Rumble. We live on YouTube. Welcome to the Rumble. I thought I slept pretty good last night, but not according to my sleep app. Don't know what's going on there. I ordered Chipotle last night for dinner because I forgot to wash my dishes. So eating a bunch of carbs probably not good for me. You know, rice. Pop out of a bowl of rice. Burrito bowl. Heavy on rice, bro. I mean, I could have said half rice or whatever, but I said screw it. I said the F word, but I'm going to try not to swear today. See how that goes. Ricky will show up and get me all riled up. Mike's are in the house. I hate Mac computers. Why? I don't really, I've never used them. I've had to do troubleshooting for people on them, and I hate them then because I don't know them that well. Jason in the house. What do you get in your burrito bowl? Soup steak? Usually I just get a veggie bowl. Sometimes I get the steak bowl. They're a pain in the ass, and yeah, they can be. For sure. We have plenty of places that have them. I don't know. We have a lot of them, even in Intune, but I don't. There's some. What are they called? Management MDMs specific for Apple too that we deal a lot with. I don't really have. I really usually don't touch that stuff. I shouldn't say that because then the next project comes around. Oh, Tom, can you do this? I'll be like, I don't really want to. I already have too many, I'm too good at too many different things. And so I'm not trying to brag. What I'm saying is things are always changing or they're changing products. So if you're really good at routing and switching, the different vendors, you have to configure them differently and you have to learn how to do it. Firewalls, same thing. We recently started doing a lot of Sophos, a lot of new learning. Everyone's like, oh, it's a firewall. Shouldn't be that much. There is a lot of similarities. There's a lot of differences. For example, just one little tiny thing like how people connect to a VPN. You have to configure identity management, whether that's AD or SAML to enter. It's all different. How you deploy it. That's just one little tiny piece. It's all completely different. Oh, it's the same concept, but it's not like this is how you configure it here. How you configure it here. Anyway, which MDM do you use? Keep losing their domain bind? Sounds more like a PEBCAC issue. I forget. There's a couple different MDMs that we use. One of them I think we use a lot. I forget which one. E-minis down 60. Natty down 285. Volatility up a buck. Bonds down 14 ticks. Bonds go down. Jason knows the rest. Also, every update breaks something. I'm not familiar at all with Apple and updates. I low-key almost bought a Mac Mini for OpenClaw. Kind of glad I didn't. There's a new Light LLM update that went out over the weekend, and it basically just, I mean, I wouldn't have put OpenClaw on a computer that had access to Dick, but it basically stole everyone's passwords and wallets and shit. Good news. Yeah, stop your complaining. Keeps you employed. If everything works smoothly and open and robots and AI can do it, your ass would be sitting out on the streets in your tent. That's how I try and look at it. But you want a balance of being happily employed and having your cortisol level through the roof because you can't even fucking take a dump because everything's constantly on fire. That's how I was for the last 3 weeks. Couldn't even find time to take a dump. Everything was on fire. A little reprieve right now, but I'm not going to knock on wood. I mean, I am going to knock on wood. I don't need, I want a happy balance. I'm the kind of guy that likes to stay busy, have more work, borderline more work than I can get done, but I don't want cortisol spiking levels of, 4 different people coming at me. Hey, this is on fire. Can you do this and that and the third? And this project's more important than that project. And there's times it can be a bit much. But when you're busy, time flies by. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the stress of not having enough work. And then you got to justify your time. I don't know what these emojis are. You fucking millennials in your emojis. Looks like a human. I don't know what that is. I have to have $6 million man eyes to even know what that is. A human with nuts? You're a male? I don't fucking know. Please explain. Someone explain. Uh-oh. Sidhu's down. LWLG's down. I should have sold that shit yesterday, bro. Just let that one ride, Tom. Velez in the mother house. How you doing, brother? Come on, Irene. Moving back down. M's getting cheap. That's okay. Uh-oh. Is this a JT sighting? Uh-oh. What the hell? We were worried. If this is JT, we were worried about you, brother. We didn't know if you got in a full self-driving accident. Or is this someone else with the hearts trying to trick me? Sometimes it's Ricky hasn't done the sucker move in a while. Woke. Psych. Oh. You psyched me out, Jason. Or no one else is worried about JT. We hope JT's okay, bro. That was a good one if that was you. I need Ricky to show up. Now Ricky low-key needs to show up and do some hearts and then go sucker. Come on, Irene. LDI continuing to be going to bankrupt. Thank you, Meet Kevin Pig. What the? That guy is. Can't. That poor Meet Kevin, bro. He is not having a couple good years. It's a rough market, too. This is a really, really hard market. I get it. I mean, I'm up 22,000 for the year, but I get it, bro. And I've been chopped up. I've warned you this, you're going to get your face chopped up. I've been chopped up a little. I've let myself getting chopped up. I think Jason's probably doing pretty good because he just sold and has just been sitting on his hands. He might not be getting chopped up. He's had a little bit more patience than me. Yes, a little patience. Waiting. You're worse at spelling than I am. I always fuck up. Like, I've never fucked that one up. I always fuck up there, no, and yeah, I know what you meant. Like my brain, I've never gotten that one twisted though. Weather sometimes. I've been waiting for a stock like you. Yeah, I mess those one up a lot too. My brain, low key, types the wrong one on purpose. Like I just type really fast, and I swear I have dyslexia of typing those words. It just shits out the wrong one. No and no. How do you get N-O and K-N-O-W wrong? I get it wrong constantly. And then I feel embarrassed as shit when I see it. One of the other ones I do that maybe only Mikester will get is I'll type SMTP instead of SMNP. Because we deal heavily with a lot of both, but really S and MP. Simple Management Network Protocol and Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Two completely different things. When I mean S and MP, I type out SMTP. When I first started working at the company I worked at that got bought out from the company I worked at, my boss was like, does he know that it's not? Yeah, bitch. I do. Calm your tits. That guy was an asshole, by the way. He was one of those, like, methed out, always yelled at you for everything. Bro, people would get a laptop with a console cable. I shit you not, at the time, a console cable kit would cost you about $8. They're pretty fragile. The ends could break off, and they would lose their shit when someone like quit or moved on, and they returned their bag, and it didn't have everything, including that $7 console cable, and they would try and charge your ass. One time, another engineer had his car broken into. Yeah, it was stupid for him to have his iPad and laptop back there, but it got stolen. And then they tried to make him pay for it. I lost my shit. And I'm like, dude, start taking it out of my paycheck. You're going to fucking, and then he backed off. But I get it. It sucks. But that's like breakage. I don't even think legally he could have done that. I'm pretty sure when that guy did move on, he sued them for some like employment shit and won. Not a lot, but you know. All right. Yes. I guess you're a man with nuts. M's going green. NASDAQ down 205. I would be tempted to punch a long right here. I'm not going to, but I'd be tempted. What are the metals doing? Gold down $100. Faldor on rope was here. Watch. Faldor getting gaped right now. Silver down. What? Silver down $3 and it's gaped. Faldor's getting gaped. He probably can't even walk straight right now. He's getting gaped so hard. City's flat, trying to go green. Him's going green. Oh, low key, if I would have went long the NASDAQ, I'd be up 15 points. I mean, it's nothing to get excited over. It's only been 20 seconds. Bro, LOL what? What are you LOLing? The word gape? I'm assuming. You know, I don't think YouTube is aware of that word yet, so probably not too bad on the algorithm. It might be. Why didn't I go long the NASDAQ? Come on, Irene. I'm not doing it now. I could have ripped 30 points. What would that have been? Like $100? Now it's still going. That's okay. It's just getting in tune with the markets, practice, paper trading. In my head, I know I could have went the opposite on a big down day, pre-market, 20 minutes in, ripped the opposite. The hard part would be when to take profits. You get greedy. I hate putting futures trades on just because I don't want to monitor them. Like I have this Bitcoin short on that I've kind of just I'm learning to be patient with it and not worry about it. Just let the big dogs eat. Let it run. I was down at one point, like I don't know, $500. Now I'm up 8, and this sucker's going down, bro. This is more likely going down than it's going up. I know you guys don't want to hear that. RS sells 15,000 Bitcoin worth over $1 billion. Guy who pushed over Reacher's motorcycle announced his plan to shoot John Wick's dog. That was not very funny. The Qs. Oh. Yeah, this is not good, guys. We didn't even back test the 200 or the fib, the 59. We didn't even get to the 594. That me, Kevin. I think is he? Yeah, I think he's 595. 59. Yeah, he's 595. This has been a clear. It's going down, in my opinion. I don't need Shardy B's AI tool. Look at that. And this is textbook. It's going down further. And it's going to be some pain for a while. Textbook. Can cinnamon change? And it starts the dip, by the dip. This is a pretty critical level right here. It did bounce. That's 580. That's the bottom. That's the bottom. Let's see what happens the last time this shit happened. That's going to be 2022. There was one right here we can look at. Yeah, that doesn't really tell us much. We need one that, if we would have to go probably like that. When we look at what happened here, it did kind of hold itself. But then you can also check it back here, and it didn't get too much lower. So, and this lasted if you look at that one, that's kind of probably what we want to look at and compare. So this has been January to March, 2 months. This one went from November to January, 2 months. Because this is very similar. Similar. Doesn't mean it's going to play out again, but look at that. That's not good, bros. So it came down to here, bounced, came back down, bounced, nice relief rally, and then ugly. So this is in the cards. This is the beautiful thing about technical analysis. You can find technical analysis to fit your analysis. But I am taking other things into considerations. There's a lot of indicators that say the market's overcooked. A big one that it needs to be reset, and a healthy reset, is the SPX M2. What the S&P 500 is doing historically against the world money supply. I love this chart. This chart is scary. It is kind of cooling off, which is good. This is the .com bubble, bro. So this is how high the S&P was versus how much money was in the world. If this isn't a splash of cold water on your face, I don't know what is. Can it go much higher and ignore it? Sure. The higher it goes, the worse the fall. You know what they say? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Stupid cat. So, I mean, we've had a recent really hard pullback right here. What did this do in 2021? %. Currently only down 9. There's plenty of room. But this wants to continue to shit the bed. Tesla at 382. Once again. How does Daddy do it? NASDAQ. See, I could have made 50 points if I took profit. Now I'd be down a couple. Well, it actually just reversed 20 points in the blink of an eye. So I'd be up a few dollars, but I wouldn't know I don't know which direction it's headed. You can easily get chopped up messing around with this. The NASDAQ, like shorting or going long NASDAQ, are mostly intended to be hedges. It's going to be way over your head. But how many deltas do you have? Jason, how many deltas do you have? This market is very hard. It is going to chop retail up. It's going to chop. You know who it's really going to chop up is all these expert financial gurus on Twitter and YouTube and shit. They're getting chopped up, looking silly right now. You know who's not looking silly? You know who's got two thumbs and not looking silly? You know who's got two thumbs and been telling you this market is not in good shape and you're going to get chopped up. It's probably going to go sideways with downside potential. I'm long delta on my oil option calls. What are your total deltas? How many deltas are you? I've got a few deltas, but they're not heavily weighted. I'm long 265 deltas. That's nothing. That's beta weighted versus the SPY. That's actually nothing. There's times I'm long thousands, 10,000s of deltas. Oil? Yeah, that's right. Would you pay like 80 cents for those? How are those doing? Did you do CL or what? You didn't do futures options. What did you do? I don't have it weighted against anything. That's how you do have it weighted. You just don't know what the number is. Everything's weighted against the SPY or the NASDAQ. Tasty Trade just defaults to showing you what your deltas are beta weighted versus the SPY. So if the SPY, say you're 1,000 deltas beta weighted against the SPY. If the SPY goes up 1,000 points, your portfolio should go up $1,000. Shit keeps moving up. Yeah. You paid 80. Which ones did you get? I want to say you got like the May. Which ones did you get? And you paid 80 cents, right? Or you're up pretty big, I think. April. Oh. April what? Oh. I got something rotten up there, bro. I've already done one boom boom, and I think I need another one to flush out all these toxins. Okay, dude. What option price do you have? And what'd you pay for it? Like, fudge. April 17th. That doesn't tell me the strike, the 50. And you paid 80 cents? Yeah, I'd get. Take your money and run, dude. You're shooting for a home run and you're going to get your face melted. 25% chance it touches 50. You need it to touch 51 just to basically break even. Take half off. You do you, but there's a 75% chance you're going to lose your money. Let it go. Buy expiration. What do you mean buy expiration? You mean you're going to buy? This is a stupid trade. This is a lottery ticket that you're currently winning on. This is a dumb lottery ticket trade. I respect it. But you're going to lose. Yeah, lottery. And it's not going to pay off big. More than likely. It's not going to pay off big. On WLG. You hold the expiration, you will lose. Bro, you're already at massive gamma risk. 22 days out, the gamma risk is insane right now. If you get it to go your way, great. I guess let it go till Monday. See what happens this weekend. You're gambling on what happens this weekend. It's exciting, I guess. I should have sold my Jason. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Ricky in the house. Um, we should have sold. Did you sell your NFT and your DeFi Kingdoms coins and shit, bro? We had a chance when it was being hyped and they were doing that karate shit and George was talking. We should have sold. I could have gotten like 2,000 for that stupid ass NFT. Maybe could have cashed out like 3,500 total. I don't even think you can see. What do you mean? You can't see them? They're just gone? You don't even own it anymore? Fuck me. We were stupid. That is buffet as hell. That game was very stupid. Honestly, I don't even care. It's a reminder not to be stupid in the future. Yeah, Rex was a legend, bro. He cashed out, I want to say like at least 250,000. Bought a farm. Your legend. Oh my goodness. Mine was like 75, I think, at one point. I'm not, that's whatever. Like I've had stocks in the past where they were worth, this is when I was dog dick broke. Had credit card debt. I had 3,000 shares of HGSI. It was a biotech stock. And I sold it for a little profit and ended up being worth $90,000 like 6 months later. The $90,000 would have been life altering to me 16 years ago. So this is the same shit. You make mistakes. You learn from it. You don't make them anymore. We learned a lot when it comes to crypto. Crypto altcoins are mostly worthless. As of right now, there's no real functional, real use case for them other than stable coins and prediction markets and tokenized stocks soon. But it's not, it doesn't make a lot of sense for a crypto to be this thing where it fluctuates in value a lot. And there's no real investment thesis to it other than gambling. I don't know that that's really that's not sustainable long term. Bitcoin's different. It's a store of value. All this other stuff is supposed to be a use case that you use it to pay for fees. But it's really just been this big gambling thing with a bunch of millennial vaping retards thinking they're fucking smart and techie and you know what I'm saying? You can pay your mortgage with Bitcoin. Yeah. I don't know why you would, but I don't, it depends. I guess it depends on where you are. I thought you could back your mortgage with Bitcoin as collateral, but you got to find a place that'll do it. That's pretty legit. When I'm talking about crypto, dude, I said not Bitcoin. I said Bitcoin's different. Are you not paying attention? I'm talking about all the other dumb shit. Crypto has been a massive, massive failure. Pay attention to these. Let me find a fucking atomic microscope. So, yeah, crypto altcoins have been a massive failure. First NFTs and then meme coins and then casinos. And a bunch of projects that have just rugged because some of them, you know, every one of them they were just getting paid was more important than anything. Sure, a lot of these guys built something that they hoped would continue to make them more and more and more money, but most projects were a failure. If you're following and listening to anyone that's telling you crypto is a good investment, it's a good gamble. I don't even know which ones you want to gamble on next time. I might gamble on some massive gamble. Solana might be worth gambling on. There's still plenty of Kool-Aid sippers there. Cardano's pretty much done. The meme generator, pump fund, and these prediction markets are fine. Prediction markets are pretty legitimized business right now. Or is it a loophole to gambling? Sure. It's pumped first NFTs and then memes and then Pump.fun destroyed crypto. It destroyed its credibility. %99 of retail went bankrupt on crypto. And when I say crypto, I'm not talking about Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin's a crypto, but Bitcoin's different. Am I a Bitcoin maxi? Pretty freaking close, dude. Do I think there'll be some altcoins and layer 2s that will be the future? Probably. A lot of changes need to be made. Ethereum, really good chance. After that, I don't know. You're so stupid. Obviously, it's Solana. Okay. Maybe. Maybe not. Solana did more damage to crypto than almost any other crypto out there. I would say Luna did a massive amount of damage, but Solana's right there. Heavily involved with FTX and Sam Bankman fraud, scam Bankman fraud, and then Pump.fun. So yeah, meme coins and Pump.fun. Solana, legit, Pump.fun had people threatening to murder their pets and doing all kinds of immoral shit just to get paid. It was fucking Black Mirror shit, bro. There's Black Mirror episode plots being created because of Pump.fun. Ricky's here, but he ain't saying much. Yeah, at its finest. Let's see what Meek Doorknob has to say. First day I noticed bonds to start to lag the cues. Okay. That's not accurate at all. That suggests a canary of the bond movement leading may be done. That suggests you are not capable of understanding the stock market and bonds. This is normal. They don't last forever. And rallies are short during war. What rallies are short during war? Maybe, maybe not. Every day close to the troops showing up Friday without a deal is not ideal. Duh. I've personally said I think this is mostly just a stall tactic. Trump has followed the classic patterns. Calm markets on Monday, become aggressive by Friday at close. Yeah, Taco. We all are well aware of Taco. In the last 12 hours, we heard Trump ratchet up demands and threats. Has he? Trump has said a lot of things. I don't even know who to negotiate with. A day later, whoa, we've got a deal. We're talking. Things are looking good. 6 hours later, Iran's like, we're not talking to Trump. Fuck that guy. You can't listen to any of these headlines. You have to assume that there's no deal happening. Assume the worst, and it probably is the worst. I guess the worst would be some tactical nukes, but assume that a deal's not happening anytime soon, and you're probably going to be just fine. Fog of war. This is, Fish Hook in the house. Hey, Tom, BTC Maxi now learned my lesson. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We all learned a lesson. Well, you join the club, brother. A lot of us are learning that lesson. Some of us haven't. Ricky and Kurt loading up more Ada and loading up fucking Trump. They'll learn. Jason, I'm not sure if he's learned. I think he's getting close, but I think he still likes to potentially FOMO into some stupid shit. He hasn't learned his lesson with options, I'll tell you that. Expect more ratcheting up. I'm also seeing some folks from the Armed Services Committee in Congress suggest they are anti-troop on the ground. This suggests the White House suggesting this blah, and Congress folks are staking their lines in the sand. I am curious. The Democrats are anti-war, right? Mostly because of TDS. Can we all agree that everything's driven by TDS? Who was it Bush or Clinton? Desert Storm? SBB? Stupid big balls? It was Bush. So the Republicans like war and the Democrats don't. Obama did some shit, didn't he? But was it a full-scale operation like Desert Storm or Fury? What the hell do we... Yeah, several. Bill Clinton, Kosovo War. I don't even remember that shit. Libya intervention, war against ISIS, Afghanistan, inherited from Bush. He didn't stop it. Was everyone okay with Obama war? The Dems were okay with it back then, right? I'm asking for a friend. Everything is hand waved by the TDS. Not you to a certain degree, you're right, but you have to admit to a large degree there is a large amount of TDS. Just say MAGA, Tom. Just say you're MAGA and you do you. You know damn good and well that I'm middle of the road. I don't agree with everything Trump does. I was a huge fan of Obama. Still am. And generally speaking, the only time I've ever really hated a president was Trump during his first term. But he's grown on me. Do I think he's perfect? No. Do I think he's a child? Yeah. Do I think he's got big balls and doesn't get pushed around? Yeah. Do I think he's trying to make America great again and there's nothing wrong with that? Yes. Do I think he's a little too much testosterone in his balls? Yes. But is that necessarily a bad thing? No. Can we all just call out the hypocrisy without being... Look, dude, I think you're borderline delusional. You're either trolling or retarded. I'm not the one that lives on Twitter. What does that have to do with shit? What point are you proving there? Do I spend too much time on Twitter? Yes. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Not a fucking thing. God damn it. I told you Ricky would make me swear. Ricky fired that no off so quick. I'm in an echo chamber? That's not true. And I'm aware of how much of an echo chamber I'm in. The fact I am very aware of how much of a I'm very aware of how much of an echo chamber I'm in, and I'm not stupid or benign to the fact. I've said on stream in the past, I get tired of seeing all these tweets about libtards and stuff. And I've said numerous times, there's extremes on both sides, numerous times, and it's nauseating. And I've also said that I think the Democrats have lost their way a lot more than the Republicans have. I'm not stupid, you're stupid. So I do think there's also a lot of bots and AI and instigation. So I keep all that in mind too. So is my algorithm persuading me some? Potentially. But there does seem to be a large amount of just insane TDS out there. I see it in Hollywood for sure. So maybe that's part of the echo chamber. All these actors. Is it the squeaky wheel? Is it the squeaky wheel with all the Minnesota shit and the actors? Is that the echo chamber? Are most people normal and don't have TDS? I had TDS his first. Baldor's in the house. I had TDS his first term. I was obsessed with him getting impeached and thrown out of office. Now it's like, let him cook. I don't love everything he's doing. I do think it's tough. I don't like all the environmental stuff he's rolled back. Because I do think we're on a collision course to a runaway greenhouse. So roll back things, but highly incentivized to go green. I'm a reformed TDS, yeah. 1000%. I was watching CNN. I couldn't stand Trump his first term, bro. He was dumb as shit. That wall, I get it. He does incite a bit of racism. You think Obama would have survived Jan 6? What is that? What kind of stupid mental gymnastics is that? You definitely just showed that you have TDS. Do you guys want to change your vote? Obama would have never done Jan 6. I've said it numerous times. Jan 6 was a very ugly thing. He low key probably should have been thrown in prison over. But we moved on. A lot of presidents, a lot of politicians got some major fucking skeletons in their closet. They're all corrupt. If it's not TDS, if I'm keeping the same standards, I guess, dude. You do you. You continue to think however you want to think. Make sure you sleep well at night. Yeah, I'm doing the gymnastics. What are you talking about? You asked me a dumb question. And I did have to do a little dumb gymnastics just because it was such a stupid question. Tank? Tank what? What are you talking about? If I were to do a blood pressure check right now, it's probably stroke level. Oh, shit. I don't even know what I just watched. New video from the night Puka Nakua biting incident shows his accuser tweaking near the passed out face. And our sources say it happened after he sank. Oh, okay. So he was drunk and bit a fucking stripper in the back. Ain't nobody changing minds. He probably did. Who cares? Did he take flesh? Did he get meat? Did he take some meat in his teeth? I mean, give her $1,000 tip and move on. I'm glad I'm not having to fly anywhere. My boy's got to go back to Kansas in May for a wedding. Hopefully, shit's busier than a cucumber in a woman's prison. That's stupid. Oh, Johnny. Johnny's alive. That's pretty dope. Jason will get that one. Remember Albert? Yeah. I remember him doing some stuff with like some black dudes, didn't he? Number 5, Johnny's alive. Yeah, number 5. Ugh, I am rank this morning, guys. This woman is being accused of hiring migrant workers for her house and calling ICE to pick them after they've... come on. Is people making this shit up? If some migrant workers come and do some outstanding work on your house, those are productive members of society. We need to get them on a crash collision course to citizenship. You definitely shouldn't be trying to get them deported so you don't have to pay. I mean, that's some immoral shit. You're just as bad as, well, maybe not just as bad, but that's definitely... This is an old video. You get done for free? Yeah, sure. And you're driving the bus to hell. Those are human beings doing an honest day's work. And you're the one. You were the one. You were the one that's in the wrong. They're breaking the law. They don't start this shit with me. I believe that shit. Some of these landlords in Los Angeles are trying to get their tenants out by calling ICE on them. Yeah, I believe that's happening. It's an ugly situation. I've said numerous times, it's a tough one, bro. Some people think the answer is just get rid of all people that aren't white. That's extreme. It's extreme it's extreme. Shut down the borders, I guess. Deport. I don't know. This isn't an easy, there's no easy fix here. And it's flooding in harder than you could stop it. There's no fixing the leaks, bro. This is just you're playing whack-a-mole. Ugly but effective? No, it's not. It's effective for your situation. I mean, if a company has them, they still could come after you. That's some American company with illegal immigrants working for them. But it's just, they're flooding in. It's like the war on drugs. You can only hope to contain, slow it down. You're not going to stop the flooding. They're coming in faster than you can deport them, bro. Einstein's definition of insanity is coming into play. Imagine what Kamala would have done to this country. It would have been pretty bad. It's definitely slowing people from coming in. I don't know if that's true or not. It might be. It might be. This is pretty funny. He does look like an Optimus robot. Illegals deporting themselves? I'm not asking shit. Cocaine fueled sharks? Is this a thing? I think if a shark ate a brick of cocaine, it would kill him. Or is it just because it's in the water? They're absorbing it? They're trying to say he was a robot? All right. He's annoying sometimes. Iran has officially responded to U.S. peace plan proposal, now waiting for a response. Israel wanted to assassinate Iran's foreign minister Arachi and speaker and coordinates the movement, but Pakistan warned the U.S. against it. Pakistan told the U.S. if Israel kills them, there would be no one left in Iran to talk to, and the strikes were called off. I mean, was Iraq a bad decision? Were the Dems, did they have TBS? No, BDS? Did they have BDS? Bush derangement syndrome? And they didn't want that war? How did that one, was that situation, are we better off because of that or worse off? Is the world better off or worse off? So, 4 votes. Some of you think 50% of you, and I didn't even vote. Unipath, Ricky has TDS low key. So 66% of the chat thinks you have TDS. I'm not counting your vote. Is the world better off after Iraq war? You see the Uniparty robot cleaning house? I don't know. I don't know what that means. If Kamala was president, it would just be, there would be a lot of yes vote for me. If Camilton was president, there would be a lot of KDS for sure. There wouldn't have been the ICE stuff. There would be a lot of nothing happening, but a lot of Republicans complaining that she's not doing shit. And they probably would have been right because she's not doing shit. Or she wouldn't have done shit. What would Kamala be doing? She wouldn't have attacked Iran. So Iran would probably have nukes. Oh, they weren't close to nukes. They've been saying that for, okay. They have half a ton of highly enriched uranium, 60-70%, and getting close to weapons grade. And they have missiles they have ICBMs that can go 3,000 plus miles. You continue to think that Pakistan has a lot of nukes. That's not good. I mean, is it inevitable that Iran gets nukes? Maybe. Are we fucked when that happens? Maybe. Taiwan would have been, yeah, you're probably right. Is China waiting for a Dem to be president? The empire? USA responded for providing military support for those oil company and everyone just said, oh, it's oil. It's all oil. I mean, oil is a factor. If we invade Cuba, is it because of oil? What does Cuba have? If we invade Cuba, what's the reason? What resource do they have? I mean, it's strategic. It's a strategic due to where Cuba's located. Venezuela was very strategic because of its location and proximity to the U.S. Was oil a big thing there too? Sure. Are we benefiting from that? I don't know. I mean, look at the price of oil. You tell me. I'm just trying to think logically. Major oil in Venezuela. Yeah, oil, there's major oil, but has it benefited us? Currently, oil is $92 a barrel. Trump couldn't pay those gas companies to drill? What are you talking about? Couldn't pay gas companies to drill? They were scared to drill? Who was scared to drill where? What am I asking Grok? Who was scared to drill where? He couldn't pay. What are you talking about? If in Venezuela? If you're talking about Venezuela, of course. They were scared to drill there. Now they won't be. They got driven out. Yes, that's all true. I don't need to ask Grok that, bitch. The Nasdaq's down 210, so it would be an hour later, and I would be sitting there at my entry price, spinning my wheels. Good thing I didn't short the Nasdaq because I wouldn't have taken profits. I'd just be sitting here pocket watching a dumb trade. Trump had a meeting with major oil companies to come drill. They said, F that. This is after he took out Maduro. Oh, I don't know. I'll ask Grok. This just seems like a waste of my fucking time. Are U.S. oil companies still scared to drill in Venezuela? No, is the very first word. U.S. oil companies are not uniformly scared to drill in. Thank you for wasting our time. But major players remain highly cautious. Okay. Couldn't pay them. Like, if these oil companies think they can go in there and make money, they're going to do it. Some of these had seized assets or being cautious. Do you think it's just going to happen overnight? Gosh, okay. You said scared. Oh, it's the key word? No, look at you changing your tune. Fucking changing your wording like Meet Kevin. Peas from a pod. Apple doesn't far from the tree. Not scared, still cautious. You said scared. You didn't say cautious. You said scared and Trump couldn't pay him. Trump doesn't need to pay them. Trump paying them was never even like, what are you talking about? Why would Trump? Are you taking Trump and his personal money, the government? Why would the government pay a greedy ass corporation to go make money somewhere? Chevron's eating shit up right now. They're drilling in California. Looks like they're drilling. They're ramping. Everyone's ramping things back up. They're being cautious. Is that scared? I guess that's a gray area. Brock says not scared. Jason says cautious and scared are the same thing. You don't even know what's going on, bro. You had to ask Rock, bozo. You told me to ask Rock. And I told you it was a waste of time. I told you I didn't think you were right. But I appeased you. I am a bozo for asking. I do know what's going. I mean, I didn't. Like, I didn't think people were scared to drill there. I would have, gun to head, I would have thought they might be cautious still, and it's not going to happen overnight. You're just lashing out because you got owned by Grok. And Jason trying to dogpile on. Or I didn't. Or what are you talking about? Love it how you... You guys are so delusional. You're changing what you said to fit your agenda, and then lashing out like a little child when you got owned. Trump paying them didn't even make sense. Why? What are you talking about? Trump couldn't pay them. That wasn't even an option. Look, dude, it's okay. You went for the king and you missed. It's going to happen frequently. You guys are delusional AF, bro. I can't pay you to take a shower. Why now? Why are we continuing to attack me? Like, you're just lashing out like Trump. Doesn't mean what you think. I don't even know what you're like. Maybe hit a couple bong hits or something. I don't even know what you're babbling about now. You're shaking. It's an expression. What's an expression? I can't pay you to take. I've never heard that expression in my life. Put a 1 in the chat if you've heard that expression before. Bro, I can't pay you to take a shower. What the does that mean? Doesn't mean what you think. Oh, it was an expression that Trump couldn't pay him? It was a dumb expression. It was an expression that made no sense. Like, if you were to say you couldn't pay me to watch Sinners, I would understand it. Autistic people have a hard time with yeah. I don't have a hard time with expressions when they're used correctly. I mean, I get what you said now, but it's just not a great place to say that. In my opinion, that's a matter of opinion. You can have yours, I can have mine. And we can still be friends. We can still be friends, guys. It's all good. We're all bros here. All right. The you do you thing is fucking, that's beating it. We're beating a dead horse, guys. That was funny the first couple times. But when you keep going back to the dried out well, it's no longer funny. Slow it down a bit for old Tom. Yeah. See, that was funny. That time it was funny because I just bitched about it. But it's going to stop being funny after that one. So good job. Ricky has a little bit of, comedic timing there. That one was low key funny. Now the next time it's being said, it's that was the last time that will be funny. You might be able to eke it out, maybe, but I don't think so. I don't think so. We got some hearts. I'm not falling for it. They're not fast. JT would be fast hearts. Love squeezing a stone. Yeah. Now you're doing the fast hearts trying to trick me. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, guys. JT coming. I just hope JT's okay. NASDAQ now down 240. We taking. I need to get my sound effects going again, but I'm too lazy. What's Tesla doing? Let's see how Daddy does it. Tesla 380. I expected it to be lower. Low key. I am freaking hungry right now, bro. What's Rocket Lab? Sidu. Down a bit. That sucks. LWLG can. I should have sold that shit, bro. I'm not gonna tinker. Rocket Lab was low key holding in there. Gemini. Poor Ricky. Poor Ricky. The Q's 581. Poor me, Kevin. I'm starting to feel high key bad for me, Kevin. I need to, yeah, me too, but I'm waiting. I am in hardcore patient wait mode. Try not to FOMO on buffet rallies. Put a 1 in the chat if you've used buffet in real life now and hate me for it. All right. I know Ricky has. I know Kurt has. All right. Rocket Lamb. Ooh, that's getting cheap again. That's below my sell price. Hell yeah. I think that chip factory in Texas is going to be, it is eventually. But not right away. It's going to be a massive game changer. Tesla's got a lot of things going on that makes it crazy undervalued, even right now. You could buy it right now, and as long as the markets don't completely get obliterated, you'll be up. You have a good shot of being up in 5-10 years. I'm currently hearing it's Iran, man. Yeah. Worse things can happen to you in life. Rocket Lab's got a little bear flag cooking. I don't think that one's going to play out, but I don't know if that's low key a bear flag or not. It's not. So it is, or it, yeah. I mean, that's not. We go like that. That's a bear flag, bro. I don't think that's going to. I mean, that says it's going to break down to negative. You're going to be able to get this for $30 here. This plays out. How long? And if the market tanks, this could play out. How long does Elon have to get that big reward from shareholders? I want to say 5 years, maybe 10. It might be like 5 or 6 years, I think. That shit ain't gonna. If the market tanks, he's not hitting them. If it's 5 years, if it's 10 years, he can recover. 12 tranches. So is it 12 years? 10 years. This is another bullish reason to invest in Tesla. There's plenty of EDS out there too. I'm in such an echo chamber. I mean, Ricky has EDS. We're 100%. There's no doubts on EDS and Ricky on that. I'm not even going to put a poll up. So 75% of you think the world's not better off because of Iraq. So there was a crazy dictator in charge there, and you think the world's not better off. Interesting. I would like to hear some reasoning on that. I would low-key say we're at least slightly better off. At least 1% better than it was. Is that a perfect situation? No. Let's ask woke ask. Oh, I think I just effed this up. 12 tranches, each worth 1%. Yeah, through 2035. Do you think the world is better off from us invading Iraq? It's Iraq, man. We were homies with Saddam. Tom doesn't think of the bodies underground. Now, of course, death is. I mean, how many more bodies would there have been if we didn't? How many bodies are underground in Iran? God damn it. How many bodies are underground before we invaded Iran? Innocent. Well, how would you feel if the Democrats went and protested in DC and they just opened fire and murdered them? You'd be okay with it? You think China should maybe step in? No, the world is not better off. The cost, human, strategic, economic, and regional. Holy shit. So I'm wrong. It happens. Human toll estimates of the Iraqi death 200 plus thousand. No WMDs were found. Economic, the US spent 2 trillion. Broader ripple effects. Iraq today is better than worst years of civil war. So life is better in Iraq, but compared to a counterfactual where Saddam stayed in power, the invasion created unnecessary chaos. I think if Elon knew Grok was saying this, he'd probably change the programming. In short, toppling a tyrant is not. Is there a chance you are wrong? Ask about Obama's Libya? No. Yes, there's always a chance I'm wrong. That is pretty. I'm glad Grok admits that it could be wrong. Slave state now, is it? Do the same analysis for Obama, and I don't even know what we did in Libya. Libya was a crazy dictator there, right? Syria, Libya is the last one, dude. You could go fuck yourself. I'm not some dance puppet that sits here and asks Grok everything you want me. Ask Grok yourself, bitch, and keep it to yourself. No, the world is not better off from the 20 in Libya. Gaddafi was a 42-year-old dictator with a long record of brutality. The intervention stopped his forces from potentially massacring civilians. The overwhelming cost. Obama himself called his worst mistake as president failing to plan for the day after the intervention. Human toll 30,000. That's nothing compared to Iraq. Iraq is anti-war. The fool in Libya wanted to create his own dollar. Let him. I mean, the BRICS are trying to create their own dollar. We're not invading those countries. Like, Libya can create a fucking dollar, bro. U.S. interventions have been an epic failure. That's mostly a matter of opinion, to be quite honest. We don't know. Unless you live in an alternate universe where that we didn't intervene. So basically, you're just a complete hippie. You say there should never be war. I don't disagree, but humanity's driven for war. The same testosterone and drive that drives us is the reason why we will always be a warring race for the most part. If we didn't have that drive, we wouldn't evolve, as much as that sucks. That same drive to improve humanity drives us to war. I know that most of you won't understand what I'm saying. Can we evolve into a race that has the same drive and doesn't war? I don't know. I don't think so. Actually, you never know. Actually, you'll actually never know. Finger up, nerd. I ask about fuck off. We don't know. We don't know what would happen if it's all theory. Would we have been better off without a civil war? Answer that one. Without a civil war, would we still have slaves? Would that be okay? Is that the one time? What a pointless statement. Not really. It's a factual statement. The ugliest war that caused the most deaths in our country. Should we have not had that? Yes, Tom, because we could have gotten to a point where we didn't have slaves without a civil war. I mean, yeah, that's possible too. If testosterone means petrodollar, I agree. If testosterone means petrodollar, I agree. Are you saying because we have testosterone, we're fighting for the petrodollar? Yeah, I mean, testosterone is the major driving force of the everything. 100%. And I'm convinced people like Hillary Clinton have hormonal balances. She might have a penis. Bill might be kinky like that, bro, because she's got a set of balls on her. And I fucking love it. Is she a crook? I don't know. They all are, dude. I hate to break it to you. Trump's done some crooked shit, bro. I'm guaranteed he's cracked a few eggs. But you're blind to it. Do you really think do you really think a person can become a multi-billionaire without being fucking corrupt? It's highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. Especially in real estate? Ugh. Come on. You don't think he had a few sit downs with a few capos? Come on, bro. You don't think he didn't, some of those allegations probably true? Common sense. It was a different time back then, dude. In the 80s, it wasn't like the date rope was starting to become a thing. That's when it started. It was low key, just swept under the rug, and it kind of became a thing in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Before then, it was that's just dudes. That's just men's with testes. That's the woman's fault for not fighting him off. You know what I'm saying? It was a different mindset, bro. I'm not excusing it. I am not. Certain things we evolve for the better. Certain things come back around and it's worse than ever. Like, I think racism's getting worse again. New York billionaire, nonetheless. Yeah, when I said capos, I'm talking, guess what's next door? Jersey, and even in New York. Plenty of mafioso, bro. She was hot when she was young. I'm the most grounded person on the planet. You think I live in this echo chamber and believe? No, bro. I analyze from every angle. Do I make some theories that I'm wrong on? Sometimes. But I'm the most grounded, open minded person on the planet. Bar none. You will not find a more grounded level 10 Thetan than me. I don't Kool-Aid sip Trump. I don't Kool-Aid sip Dems. I'm stupid for talking about politics as much as I do. 'Cause I don't, at least if I chose a side, I would only piss off half the viewers. But I shit on both. So I just piss off 100% of the viewers. Before cell phones and cameras, dude. You can't get, TMZ is making mint off ruining people's lives and cell phones, bro. You can't do anything off camera now. I don't even know. Like, I wouldn't be scared to be just even in a house burglar. How do you get away with it? Someone's going to find a Ring camera. You better be like, they can follow you no matter your path, bro. If you try and take someone out, you know, the M word, how do you get away with it? How do they get away with it? I don't know. Because if they want to catch you, they're going to catch you. You're going to be on a camera. And then you're going to be on the next camera, and you're going to be on the next, and you're going to have to go into a building. You're going to have to know where there's definitely no cameras. And then how do you exit it? MLB opening day, MLB who gives a shit day. Who's your team? Toronto? Tampa Bay? Shit, guys, I got to get to work. Let's see what we got going on. My Bitcoin. Yeah, Big Brother is everywhere. Yep. Getting worse. I like Toronto and the AL. I somehow remembered you like control, probably because they were in the World Series. I don't even remember who won. Did Toronto win or did the Dodgers? Oh, dude, come on. You can't be a fan of both teams. That's such a bitch move. You're such a bitch, dude. Faldor the bitch. Come on. I remember when Big Brother was just street road cams. Yeah, Big Brother is and now with drones and shit, dude. Drones are what's scary about us being at war. Because those mofos have kamikaze drones, bro. On the ground troops, I would be scared shitless. Have you ever seen videos of the Ukrainians taking out Russian soldiers with those kamikaze drones? Fuck, dude. That is straight nightmare. I wear a ump hat just with just the MLB logo. Tesla 380. Market's doing exactly what I thought it would do. Sideways with downward bleed. Eventually capitulation. That is my thesis. Could I be wrong? Yes. My thesis is sideways, downward drip, relief rallies will get sold, and there's going to be a capitulation. That is what I am currently positioned myself for. Can I be wrong, or will my thesis change? All on the cards. I'm not telling you I have the answers. Anyone tells you they have the answers, immediately dismiss them because no one has the answers. Not even Trump. Trump can control markets and bet on it for sure, but he doesn't know the long-term ramifications of any of his decisions. And we're not Trump. We're not Barron. We're not one of the Illuminati that have access to this. So get over it. That's not changing. The most rich and powerful people on the planet, that's not changing. I hope BTC goes under 50. Me too, bro. I'm hoping it goes fucking under 5K. I want crypto savvy levels. I want crypto savvy to nail his 3,000 Bitcoin. I will fucking load the boat, bro. I will sell a kidney and buy 7 Bitcoins. I will sell a kidney for 35 grand and 36 grand and buy 13 Bitcoins, an unlucky number amount of Bitcoins at 3 grand a pop. I might even sell a testicle. I mean, that's just major dreaming. You know, my target 42K, September, October. NASDAQ down 260. E-minis down 44. That's my time. You've been great. Hit the like, hit the